Let's talk.
Do you guys feel weird, like talking to the computer?
I feel really weird talking to the computer, and nobody ever has their camera on, so there's like zero feedback. It's the weirdest thing. So, okay. The very first thing I want you guys to do is I want you to check in with me. So if you go to Google Classroom, go to classwork, you'll see something called Real Talk. Pull that up. It is going to take you to a Padlet. And on this Padlet, I want you to answer 2 questions for me. What are you struggling with? And what would help you? This is your moment to just vent. Let it out. Tell me what you are struggling with. I am trying to find ways to help you guys. So I think collaboration is how we do that. So if you'll tell me what you're struggling with, I can start brainstorming ideas that are going to help you. And I know part of what you're struggling with is the work. It's just a lot and it's confusing. So I know that. So one more time, go to Google Classroom, go to Real Talk and fill in those 2 questions. It's on a Padlet. When you click it, you should go right to the Padlet.
Everyone can see it, right?
Everybody can see it. You don't have to write your name. I don't care if you write your name or not. I just need to know balancing all of your classes with these college courses. Prioritizing time. I mean, I just need you guys to let me know what is going on. So I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes to do that while I watch it come in. Yeah. Yeah. Just click the plus sign down in the bottom corner and you'll be able to write yourself. Okay, so we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students who've added to Padlet, and there are 18 of you guys in the class right now. So I'm going to need more of you guys to add, please. I'm looking for comments from everybody. Okay, so a lot of you guys are telling me kind of what you're overwhelmed with. Do you have any ideas about what would help you other than less work? I know less work is something that would help you, but is there other stuff that would help you? I was thinking maybe one of the things that might be overwhelming is that every college course kind of is organized differently and you have different dates and schedules and calendars to keep up with. Is that true, or am I just making that up? Naya, is that true, or am I making it up?
No, that's very true.
So having to look in all the different places?
Yeah, because like, okay, so like I have an OnRamps, but then I have AP,
Uh-huh.
which is different.
Uh-huh.
And then like my AP does like F puzzles, but then we have to go to one college board. So
Uh-huh.
like,
Just keeping all of that stuff straight?
yeah, and I'm not getting a plan until next year.
Okay. Okay.
So you can see what I said. So you know that it's from me.
No, I don't know it's from you. I can just see what everybody said. I see the same thing y'all do. Okay. All right. Thank you for doing that. This gives me some stuff to think about as I am planning the classes. Let's talk about the classes for a second, okay? We're studying argument right now. I just want to review our key terms. I think it's important that we do that every class. An argument is where we state or defend our viewpoint. Reasons are developed through creative thinking. Evidence is developed from careful research. The claim is the main point that you're asserting, and then the warrant is the underlying assumption of your audience. All right, here's where we have some participation. And you guys can put this in the chat or you can unmute yourselves. I took what you guys wrote for your argument that you invented, and I want us to do what we did last class. I want us to look at the reason, the claim, and the warrant. So here's one. Can you loan me $100? I really need this because I don't have enough money for gas and I really need to get to work. What is the claim? What is the reason? And what is the warrant? You guys can unmute yourself. You can type it in the chat.
I'm assuming the reason would be not having enough money for gas. The
Very good.
claim would be needing $100 for the gas. And the warrant, are we doing the warrant too?
Yep.
We're assuming that her job is really far because you only need like $50 to fill a tank.
Okay. Okay, so we're assuming she is going to need to fill her tank several times so that her job is far away. What else are we assuming?
We're also assuming that she will pay us back because we're borrowing.
Okay. Are there other ways this student could get to work? This person?
She could ask a coworker.
She could ask a coworker. She could take the bus. She could walk.
Ride a bike.
Yeah, right. So you're right, Hayden. We're assuming that they don't have a lot of money. And you're right, Lanai. We're assuming they'll pay them back. But those aren't assumptions we're making to understand the claim, right? If we were to say that you can take public transportation, then this claim that I need the money for gas or the claim that I need $100, that doesn't hold anymore, right? Because we know that there are other ways you could get there. If we believe the assumption that the car is the best way to get to work, then we believe the reason and the evidence, if that makes sense. Let's try another one. Can you loan me $100? I've done everything for you. I gave you some of my money. What's the reason, claim, and warrant here?
The reason would be that she has given somebody everything beforehand, and she's expecting all of that in return, which is kind of like guilt tripping in a way. But anyways, the claim would be, well, I don't know what the claim is. Sorry.
I need $100.
Oh yeah, I need $100. And the warrant would be that we're assuming maybe it's for an emergency, and she's like, I need this money now. I've given this to you, that to you.
That's where the warrant is. It's in there. Her reason is, I've done everything for you.
Yeah.
What are we assuming?
That she want her money back.
Yeah.
If you give money to somebody, what are you assuming? That they will, if you do a favor for me, the assumption is, I'll do it back. I think that's what you're saying, right, Eldon? I'll do it back for you. So we're assuming here, you loan me $100, I've done everything for you. The assumption she's making that because I've done favors for you, you should do a favor for me. And if we agree with that assumption, then yeah, you're right, you helped me, I'll help you back. If we don't agree with that assumption, so what? You did a favor for me. That doesn't mean I have to do one for you. Then we're not going to give the money. Does that make sense? The guilt trip works, Lanaya, because we believe in the assumption that if you did it for me, I need to do it for you. If we don't believe that assumption, the guilt trip is not effective. Yes? No? Okay, Lanaya says yes. How about you, Kanaya? Is this sort of making sense to you? Kanaya says yes. How does everybody else? Okay, we are practicing this because you need to understand this format. So I have put you guys in study groups on something called Slack. If you will check your email, you will see an invitation to join Slack, and you should do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send out a couple of these, and you in your groups are going to work through them and send them back to me. And when you do, I will give you extra credit. Yes? Okay. Because this is an important skill. All right. I hope you remember me saying that everything is an argument, because it is. Everything's an argument. Can I borrow $100? That is an argument. I did something for you. You should do something for me. That is an argument. Okay, here's the argument I'm making to you. You guys set some goals. It is halfway through the first semester. I understand students really well, and I understand that you guys are hitting your wall. You're done, right? But you can't be done. You just can't in this class. There isn't time to be done. We do not have time to do what we're doing today, but we're going to do it anyway, because my grades, your grades in this class are not good. I mean, just a random call out of grades. I've got a 75, a 37, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, a 24, a 100, an 89, a 33. They're not good. Okay, so you've got to get yourself back on track. So you've got today to do that. In high school, you have to complete the assignments, and you have to complete them accurately. I'm looking through some of the assignments that students are turning in, and you're filling out like 1 of 5 questions, or you're not reading the question carefully, and so you're answering something else. You need to read the question carefully and answer that. That's different than the college class. We've talked about this. The college class is to write 5 solid essays that explore various aspects of rhetoric. High school is you complete the work to give yourself the best shot at the college class. So you're going to complete your outstanding assignments. You need to meet the requirements of the high school class so you can get the college credit. If you are a senior, you need to meet the requirements of the high school class so you can graduate. All right? You just have to do this. You cannot leave this meeting until you are passing. We have a pattern at this point of y'all leaving to do your work and then you're not getting it done. So today that doesn't happen. Today, if you are not passing, I expect you to stay in this class meeting until you are passing. Got it?
Okay, I have a question. It's about an assignment. It says submit the essay. Was I supposed to take a screenshot of like those essay being submitted on Canvas?
I didn't set up that assignment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for UT to release that to me, and then I'll know. So you guys don't have to screenshot it this time.
Okay, and where's the self-review paper at? Like the
In
assignment?
the mapping the controversy body and conclusion, there were 2 assignments in there. One was the self-review, and one was the actual essay itself.
Okay.
So that's where you submitted the essay, but there was another sheet in there called the self-review. So if you'll do that sheet and then resubmit it.
Okay.
Okay. Other questions that we have are the write the introductions assignment. If you turned in your paper, you should have credit for that. There were 2 introductions assignments. One of them was, it's in Canvas and it's called, what is it called? That one is called, Write Introduction, and that one you should have if you turned in your paper. That's in Google Classroom. The other one is the Introductions assignment. That is on Canvas. The discussion boards are on Canvas. The Applying Stasis Theory is on Canvas. The draft of the paper and the self-review of the paper is in Google Classroom. That's mapping the controversy body and conclusion. The ability and access question is in Google Classroom. The peer review of the essay, you had to submit that on Google Classroom. Your goals, that is also on Google Classroom. So if you've got questions about how to do an assignment or what the assignment means, ask me, all right? Otherwise, once you're passing, you can go. Otherwise, or until then, you're staying in here and you're doing the work.